Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next part, which is any questions for the session? Feel free to ask.
None
Again,
so
I'm
far.
mentioning. Yeah, sure, sure,
No questions so far. Please go ahead.
sure, sure, sure. Okay. So this is the same stage, same kind of a format that will follow for all the stage, right? So this is a button. Actually, this is something that you will not find on your end. This is something that I, as a host, will have access to. But as soon as the session will be resuming, I'll you will be actually join that particular session, right? Yeah. So yeah, this is an interesting part. I will appreciate if all of you can actually join this particular section of the platform, which is the lounge. So this is very interesting, an interesting feature to have. Okay. So let me. So Sonia, can you actually join this particular lounge and join me at table number 2? I can show people how you can use it for networking. Okay. Yeah. Sabri is one of my colleague. He has joined as well, right? So as soon as someone joins that particular table, so you got the idea, right? So this is like kind of round tables, and a certain amount of chairs are here, right? And if you want to actually converse with people who actually you find very interesting to talk, maybe you can browse around and you can see. So Sabri is event success associate, works at Airmeet, and he's from Chennai, India. Okay, so I find his profile very interesting, and I'll join that particular table, and a communication window will appear, which will actually allow me to do video and audio chat. Right, I can share my screen in case I want to, show them some photos, or maybe some kind of a presentation, right, or whatever you want to do. You can use the table chat for, like, let us say I really found Sabri a very interesting person. I want to contact him after the event, right? So what I'll do, I'll just share my phone number, right? And this phone number will be actually used by Sabri to contact me later for the event, right? So as many as 8 people can join the table, right? You can see there are 8 chairs here, right? Similarly, you have 2 chairs here, so 2 people can join this particular table. And the most interesting part about this feature is that the conversation between me and Sabri remains between me and Sabri, right? And it's kind of a private conversation among the table. No other person can actually view our conversation who is not as a part of the table, right? Yeah. So other thing is the speed networking. So this is a really exciting thing. So this is a feature which will actually allow you to connect with random people for a specific amount of time, right? What I mean by that is, let us say, so you can see that the algorithm is actually finding my best match, and I am connected to Sabri again, right? So what will happen is I'll be connected with him for 5 minutes, okay, and after 5 minutes I'll be matched with another person, okay, of similar interest, right? So basically this is kind of an used as a ice breaking session, right? You can, like, it's exciting because you will be, you don't know who you will be matched with, right? So this is kind of a fun exercise you might want to try, and you will maybe get connected to very, very interesting people on the way, right? So after 5 minutes I'll be matched with another person, or I can just click here and go to my next match. Okay. Okay, I think this might be very clear, maybe. Yeah, let's end this. Okay, so this was a speed networking part. Okay, yeah, someone responded. Yeah. So let us go on to the next feature, which is the booth. So basically, consider this area as a area where companies can represent themselves, Okay. What I mean by representation is basically they will have their own page where they can actually list out all the details of that particular of that particular organization, right? So let us say CIPM is actually having a booth, right? So like any typical booth, you have people from that particular company presenting something to you, right? And a sales representative from that company actually like talks to you about their product, and you actually converse with them, right? So this is kind of an emulation of that particular use case, right? So this the tables and chair basically are a medium for you to actually interact with the people from that particular company. So imagine this place as a like a way for you to connect with the company as well as the people from that particular company, right? So yeah. So that is it. That is it from my side. Any questions, Anita? Or maybe you want me to actually describe, go deeper into any of the features that were a little complicated to understand. Hello, hello.
We are with you. We can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it from my side, Anita. And any particular thing that you want me to go deeper into, I can describe more on a particular feature, maybe.
Okay, so let me throw that question back to the delegates. Please, do you have any questions on the demo so far? Kindly
Okay.
send to the group chat and it will be addressed. But
Let,
let's not forget the question that was asked with respect to going through all of these platforms using our mobile devices. That
sure,
seems to be a recurrent question, and I
sure,
would like for you to maybe just address it very specifically.
sure, sure. So let us start a session, right? And then I'll be able to describe. Okay, okay. So mobile devices has a small limitation as such. You won't be able to access the lounge. Lounge is the area where actually I showed you the tables and chairs, and you can actually mingle around with the people, right? So that's the lounge. So you won't be able to access that lounge, but definitely you can access the stage, right? So this is the stage which I am presenting as of now, right? So this is something that mobile devices have. You will be able to access the stage, but not the lounge. Does it answer your
Okay,
question?
thank you for that.
Sure.
I want to believe it does, but again, we are here for the delegates, so I would really want the
Sure.
delegates to respond. Does that answer your question, especially for those who asked for whether they can use their mobile devices? He has just said that there will be limitations, and the limitations include you don't have access to the lounge. You may access a few other things, but you don't have access to the lounge. So, does that satisfy your questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay,
Yeah.
yes. A few
All
of
right.
them said yes.
Okay.
Other questions, I think I may want to divert to our CIPM team. So permit me for now. I don't have any questions at the moment
Sure.
for you, but please just hold on. To Peter, we have a few questions, and one of the questions are that the video, this dry run, will it be domiciled on our CIPM website so that people can go back to check on it? So
Yes,
Peter,
please.
if you could,
That will be made available on our website and is actually being streamed on our YouTube channel. So
even
right
as we
now you can
speak.
access it on our YouTube channel.
Okay. Some persons also asked if they will be able to get the demo link sent to them that have registered as participants already.
Yes, that will be communicated to all delegates.
Okay. Another question for you, which I believe participants are listening to and hearing, is that would there be specific time schedules for joining tables with each speakers and who initiates the discussions?
No. So
Okay,
basically, yeah.
Go ahead, please.
so Airmeet, you can go ahead, please.
Sure. So the lounge, the tables will be actually visible for you 24/7. So it's actually not related to whether the stage is live or not. Whether so as a participant, you will be able to access the lounge whenever you want. The tables, basically.
Okay. Somebody says, Henrietta, this is for you. Is the company booth open to all participants or is there a fee? So Peter, please.
Uh, should I or
Please
Peter?
go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so the booth is actually open to everyone whoever is interested in that particular content. They can simply access that.
Okay. Somebody said I received a mail from Airmeet for a demo schedule on the 24th by 8:45 p.m. They want to know if it's another demo, if it's for another demo.
So yeah, this is very important. So basically, that is a this is a demo link, right? So you will be sent another link on around 24, well before 24, right? So you will get another link for the actual event. So this is a demo event, right? So please don't use
Okay.
this link as an actual event link.
Okay. This I think would be for Peter. Peter, somebody says, can they get soft copy of the papers to be presented at the conference sent to their emails?
Okay, so soft copy of the conference brochure will be shared with all delegates. That will be communicated.
Okay. Thank you for that feedback. Sams, another question here says, what is the importance of the lounge to the training sessions?
Okay, so lounge, as I said that, so in any conference, right? So you have a networking hall where actually there are a lot of tables, and whichever group you find interesting, you want to actually talk to that particular group, right? Maybe you can exchange your business card, maybe you can gain a client from that particular conversation with that group, right? So lounge behaves similarly. You can hover around the people who are in the lounge, right? You can browse around their profile, right? You can see where the people are from, the country, the location, actually the designation and the name of the company that they work in, right? So if you find that profile very interesting, you can just join that particular group and you can start a conversation, right? So that is the importance of launch.
Okay, the person would also like to know the relevance of the reception and the arena.
Okay. So reception is basically for you to have all the necessary details at one point. So basically, let us say you arrived at a conference, right, and you want to actually see which sessions are going on, which speaker is delivering the speech, right? So that you can quickly get yourself together and you can actually jump onto that particular session, right? So I'll just quickly show you. Okay, and let me take a break here. Okay, yeah. So basically, you can see this particular area is actually an area which actually says that this session will be starting very soon, right? So be prepared, and I'll see you there. So that is something that the reception is for, right? And this particular area is actually for you to have an idea of the conference. You can see that image, right? So it says that 52nd annual national conference, right? So this is something that is important detail, right? Apart from that, you will have a sponsors section below this as well, but that is something that depends on the organizer, right? So yeah. Also, this section actually is a summary of the whole things that are going on, right? So this is the session. Okay, pardon. Okay, so this is the session. Okay. Okay, so this will move on its own. So you can see the session details here, right? And you can see which speaker is delivering the what content. So yeah, I think that answers the question.
I like to believe it does. Do we have any more questions? Because at the moment, I can't see any new questions in the group chat. Please, if you have any questions at this point, let's not hesitate to ask those questions. Kindly send us a message and we would address each and every one of them. While we yet wait for your questions, I'd like to, at this point, welcome the Registrar CEO of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, who has joined us in the course of this discussion. Good morning, Ma. Thank you for joining us.
Good
Good morning.
morning, Henrietta. Hello, Hamid and Peter. And to our distinguished delegates, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to having you with us next week. It's going to be really, really awesome. Thank you all. Back to you, Henrietta.
Thank you so much, Ma. I still await our feedbacks on the group chat. Explanation is very precise. But they're asking, however, if they could get a manual. Maybe it's possible they could get a manual so that it could assist everyone with access just in case they've forgotten. Is there a possibility of them getting a manual?
Yes, so we will be sharing a link where you'll actually find a step-by-step guide on how to actually get the best out of the platform.
Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. That's a wonderful development. A question here: how many video links, articles, and white papers can we link per exhibition booth? Peter.
Pardon?
Oh.
So, okay, so this is for Peter, okay.
So we might need to know what modem, because we have for sponsorship, we have different categories of sponsorship. So we might need to have a one-on-one communication on that. So I'll ask the relevant stakeholder to to share with us their information so we can provide them the detailed information on sponsorship and on that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hamid, over to you. Someone says, how do we create a profile for the purpose of networking?
Okay, so the profile will be created for you by Peter. I will be uploading all the information and you'll be getting a link, as I said. Process will be the same as the demo event, right? So all the details will actually, so you won't be able to actually update those information that is actually kept by us. But feel free to actually ping us if you want to actually edit anything that you think that will be necessary for you to network.
Okay, thank you for that. I think this next question I can see here should actually be directed to, okay. I may attempt to answer the question, but I hope Peter or anyone else can help me. The question is, how many credit hour or points will be awarded for the annual conference for members to be added as grade for members?
Okay.
I would like to, okay, Peter, go ahead first.
No, you can speak to it. I think you have better understanding and that you can speak to it.
Okay. Well, the information I have is that your credit points for the annual conference for this year is no different from the credit points you earned from the annual national conference last year. So attendance at the annual conference earns you the same points as it has always earned you, whether virtual or physical. I hope that answers your question, Mohammed. It earns you the same points you earned when you attended the conference last year. Peter, go ahead. You could also add to that if you have anything to add.
Okay, so and also that will be communicated to all delegates. There will be a detailed communication on the brochure that will be sent to all delegates as well. So that will be well detailed in the brochure.
Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. Mr. Mohammed, I hope that answers your question. So if it does, can you just put a yes for me so that I will show you got the responses? Awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Hello, Peter. I just asked the question about the number of videos, links, articles, and white papers. Please drop your details so that we can take the conversation offline. Okay, so Peter, you may want to check the group chat. The person that asked the question about the white paper wants to reach out to you afterwards.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Do we have any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? We have dedicated a whole 1 hour, 30 minutes to attempt all of your questions, all of your inquiries, anything you think would serve as a deterrent to your making a success of the 52nd Annual National Conference. We want you to put it on the table this morning, and it will all be addressed as soon as possible. Within this 1 hour, 30 minutes, we've barely used 38 minutes, so we still have ample time to attempt all of your questions. So let's keep it coming. Whatever questions, as long as it relates to the annual national conference, we are here to attend to you. Still waiting. Will a link be provided for the conference evaluation? Yes, a link will be provided. Again, Peter, I think more details of that will be sent, I suppose, as part of the joining instructions.
Exactly.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So yes, there will definitely be an evaluation link sent to you as part of your joining instructions. Where is this technology domicile? Airmeet, that is for you.
Sorry, but can you describe what domicile means?
Okay, where is it sitting, I guess?
So the technology is hosted on the cloud, so it's not hosted on any local system or any local applications. It's hosted on the cloud.
Okay, thank you. Omawumi, does that answer your question? I'm waiting for your response. Awesome, thank you. Thank you for that, Omawumi. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Please feel free to ask anything whatsoever. Amit, while we wait for more questions, do you have anything to add to what you said so far during the demo presentation?
No, I think that's it from my side. I think this is the detail which will be actually suffice for you to participate in the event. So, but of course, if you want for us to answer any more specific questions, you can always reach out to support@airmeet.com. I'll just list that down.
Okay. Dr. Jadisola says, I believe there will be adequate briefing to guide all participants and to reduce hitches that are associated with network traffic. Yes, I like to believe that. Again, part of your joining instructions, we believe a lot of those informations will be added. And thank you so much for the congratulations. It is congratulations to us all, CIPM, and you, our participants, to be at the conference. So thank you so much, sir, for that feedback. How many hours per day should participants expect to be involved in the conference? Peter, that's for you, please.
So the annual conference schedule will also be part of the communication that will be prepared. So typically we have like within 6 to 8 hours per day. So that is going to be detailed in the schedule that we share. So you can also get that information on our website on CIPMconference.org and also on the annual conference brochure that we share to all delegates. So an average of 6 to 8 hours per day.
Okay, thank you for that feedback. For anyone that may be experiencing any form of or will be needing any form of support, the email for Airmeet has been put on the group chat, support@airmeet.com. So please kindly note that down, just in case you have any challenge whatsoever, or you envisage any challenge whatsoever, or you want to clear a doubt even after this webinar. Thank you so much. For those that missed the first part, like it was said, there will be the recording that will be put on the CIPM website. So even after now, you can access the recording for whatever you missed at the beginning of the webinar. Christelle, I hope that answers your question, or that answers your statement that you missed the first part. You're welcome, Christelle. Thank you for the feedback. We still want to attend to more questions, so please feel free to send in your questions. We are here for you.
Okay, so just
What about
add,
certification? Sorry, somebody just asked something. Peter, sorry, my apologies. What about certification? How do they get certified after the conference?
okay, so all delegates, as long as you're part of the conference, that you've gone through the required sections and programs of the conference, your certificate will be sent to your mailbox. A soft copy of the certificate will be sent to your mailbox, to your email address that you use in registering for the conference.
Okay, thank you. So just before I tell you to take the next question, you were going to say something, please.
Okay, so just to add to this, for all delegates to be familiarized with the platform. So the link that was sent to their email box to join the Airmeet platform is a sandbox environment where they can go in there and do some sort of tests and practice and have a feel of how the conference app works. So is a free environment for them to explore the platform. So that will be open between now to the last day before the conference kickoff. So they can always go to the platform and explore the Airmeet platform that will be used for the conference.
Okay, so all they need to do is what? Click on the link that was sent to their email.
Click on the link that was sent to their email box, yes.
Okay, that's a very wonderful development. That's a good one. So beyond this webinar, you have the opportunity to go surf the platform, review it for yourself over and over again, just to familiarize yourself with what it contains before the 52nd Annual National Conference commences. You have up till now, till 24 hours to the conference, from what Peter said, to access that website. Okay, someone said, Udwak says, on registration after payment for the conference, do they still need to register online, or is it automatically done by the institute?
Okay, so when you've made your payment through the online platform, there'll be a notification sent to your email that is used to register for the conference, and after that you get a notification about how to access the platform. That will be done from the institute, from HQ. So be rest assured that you get a notification after registration or after you successfully made your payment. You'll be contacted by my team, by the membership team, on how to access the platform.
Okay, thank you. Will there be a set time for breaks so that participants can go for light refreshment and not miss out on the conference? On my end, there's a definite yes, but Peter, would you also want to speak to that?
Okay, so at every on the schedule that will be shared later on to all delegates, so on every activity from the opening address, from the opening ceremony to the plenary sessions and the breakout sessions, so there'll be an interval of breaks in between. So there'll be some sort of 15 to 30 minutes break in between. So that's the break sessions are actually made available during this conference.
Thank you for that feedback. Some of my colleagues have made payment, but are yet to get the link. What do you say to that, please?
So between before the end of today, I'm sure that they will get a link to access the platform. So that will be shared with all delegates that are yet to get their links today. So before the end of today, they will get their link to be on the platform as well.
Okay, so from what Airmeet posted, the link you are talking about will be the one for the conference proper, but the one they have now is for them to explore prior to the conference, I believe.
Yes, the one that they have now, the one that was sent to delegate, that that are part of this demo session are the sandbox, the demo environment where they can explore the Airmeet platform. But a day before the main conference, a link for the conference will be shared to all delegates that are meant to be part of the conference.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that. So Elizabeth says this is not the Zoom technology we are used to. This looks too technical. Elizabeth, you can be rest assured you would be able to maneuver around it. Airmeet, would you like to speak to that, please?
So yeah, there are certain downsides of using Zoom. So basically, the major downside is that you don't get to actually interact with the people who are participating in the event. Of course, in Zoom, you can have a webinar where a speaker delivers their presentation. But what about you speaking to the guy sitting next to you, right? Or the person who is actually looking for you to connect with you, or maybe to exchange some business contacts or maybe lead, etc. Right. So this is something that is very needed as well as useful when you actually participate in an event. And I think Airmeet, like the platforms like this, actually solves a lot of things that I just mentioned. And so, yeah, once you get used to the platform, it will be actually more fun than Zoom, right? So someone mentioned that like you need breaks between the event, let us say an event is for 5 days, right? And you have a lot of sessions for each day and you need breaks, right? So this is something that can be addressed very well by Airmeet, right? And you actually have a sort of clarity when you will be actually having a break, when you'll be actually interacting with the people, right? So this is something that yeah, Airmeet solves far more better than Zoom.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Somebody says, can the app be downloaded on mobile devices?
No, this is very interesting part. So basically, you don't need an app to access the platform. You just need a website link, and you can open that link on the Google Chrome on mobile. So you don't need to download anything.
Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. Yes, do we have any more questions to ask? Or Peter, do you have any more things to say, to share just before we call it a day? We have a few persons who have pleaded to return to work since there are not a lot of critical questions or discussions at the moment.
So essentially, it's just for delegates to be well informed about the platform, to be able to have easy access to the platform before the day of the conference, so that they can be able to navigate their way through sessions, through the reception area, the lounge, where they can do their networking and others. So from our end, I think we're okay, or we're good to go with the platform, as long as the delegates are comfortable at this point as well. So that's it for us.
Thank you so much, Peter. So I want to throw it back to our delegates. Are we good to go for the 52nd Annual National Conference? Can I see a yes? Can I see a good to go? And then we'll call it a day. Okay. I am waiting, ladies and gentlemen. I see yeah, I see yes, I see yes, we are good to go. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. But a last question came in. In the breakout sessions, will delegates be able to use their visual cameras to see one another?
Should I answer? Yeah, okay.
Yes, please,
So
go ahead.
yeah, so whenever you will get a break from the session, you can join the lounge, right? You can join a table, and then you can actually use your visual camera to interact with the people who are on the same table, right? So definitely you can use your visual camera for that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Airmeet. I would like to put the CEO on the spot and ask her to give us our closing address. CEO Ma, over to you, please.
Good morning, everyone, once again. Thank you so much. 130 people joined this call at the highest count that I saw. Very, very good questions. I am very happy to see all the yeses, and those yeses are coming with quite a bit of excitement. So yes, so we are good to go. Honestly, I am very, very excited because this is yet another dream come true for us at the CIPM, where we are taking our adoption of technology and digital solutions even further in terms of driving prime experience to our stakeholders. You are all very much appreciated, and I am so pleased that conference will hold in 2020 because in the middle of the year, when we discussed what we might be doing with ANC, a number of views were, no, you know what, we have to do it face to face, we'll postpone it till next year and maybe hold it in January or March. And I was like, no, 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 no. The world has gone digital and we have to be demonstrating that, you know, we won't be limited by anything. COVID-19 is here this year. Who knows what is coming next? You know, as we were kind of, you know, I think getting a little bit of relief from COVID and the impact in Nigeria, NSAS started and the violence. And, you know, we were locked at home yet again because of the high potential for injury and death and all that. But because we have digital, we continued working. We simply said to our people, you know, we are back on lockdown. We had done it, we were used to it. So we're back on lockdown and work continued. So your safety is very, very important to us. We are getting more concerned because COVID-19 seems to be on the rise again, according to the stats. And, you know, of course, I'm reminding all of us to really continue to adhere to the safety protocols. Do not take it for granted. A sad story, somebody that is well known had a wedding for his daughter just in the past 2 weeks or so. A high profile person, they partied and had a reception, and, you know, unfortunately, 5 days after that wedding, the father passed on from COVID, and now the wife, the child that got married, his or her husband, the couple, and quite a number of their guests who were there are down with COVID-19 as we speak. So I'm not trying to scare us. I'm just trying to remind us of the reality we live in the world as a whole, where 1.2 million plus are infected. And is it are infected or have actually passed on? And, you know, what's happening in Nigeria. So digital brings life to us wherever we are. We play on digital, we party on digital, and we are going to have a party at the conference. So I hope you know we're having our party. It's going to be a virtual one, but it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun as well. I'm looking forward to that. And for me, particularly the virtual debate, taking me back to secondary school. But, you know, I think I'm giving you guys too much information. Be there next week. So digital, you know, we live on digital, funerals on digital, work on digital, party on digital, you know, meet friends on digital, romance on digital, everything, business on digital, you know, that is what life is today. So I'm so happy, and I thank Airmeet for their platform. We are getting used to it. It is doing a lot of what we would have experienced at the face-to-face conference in Abuja. You can call someone, you know, chat to someone and say, come to table number 50. I'm seated there. Come and meet me, and you lock yourselves in to that table, and you can have a virtual meeting. You can have your conversations and hear one another speak. You can put on video. You can do so much there. So networking as well. People you have planned to meet for months because you don't live in the same town. On Airmeet, you will be able to meet them. I will be there. So if you want to meet with me, you know, invite me to your table. I'll come and say hello. You can go into the exhibition booth like you normally would do at ICC. No, there's just so much you can do. There's so much you can do. So join us next week. Spread the message. We want many, many more participants to embrace, to be at the conference. Pan-African, we have more than 10, we are going to have more than 10 African countries there. The president of the Africa HR Confederation, which is a group of 18 African countries, and members of that organization will be with us. Other institutions from all over Africa will be with us, the president, CEOs. CIPM, your institute has gone global. And we have, you know, another 10 plus global organizations, the biggest in the world. Their presidents and CEOs are going to be with us next week. So I don't know what you are waiting for. I can't wait. I wish conference was starting tonight. So let us all be there. I look forward to meeting with you, spending time together over all the days. Remember, we have pre-conference. the annual academic conference and the HR technology fair on the 24th and 25th. You'll see global and strong Nigerian brands. You'll be proud. And then the main conference starts on Thursday, 26th to Saturday, the 28th. So join us, be with us, let's learn, let's grow, let's party like the rock stars we are, and have a lot of energy to take us into 2021. Thank you once again. It's been a pleasure to have you with us this morning. And thank you very much to the entire team that set this up. So have a great day. Be safe all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your morning.